You say that it's gonna take a while, it's gonna take a while, but you say that you overcome the trial, yeah, you overcome the trial, because you've been taking steps. You say that it's gonna take a while, it's gonna take a while, but you say that you overcome the trial, you overcome the trial, because you've been taking steps, because you've been taking steps, because you've been taking steps, because you've been taking steps. Yeah, I can see the climb is pretty steep. I can see this dragging in your feet. I can see the journey is your own, but let me help you. Don't do it all alone, don't do it all alone. You say that it's gonna take a while, it's gonna take a while, but you say that you overcome the trial, you'll overcome the trial, because you've been taking steps, because you've been taking steps, because you've been taking steps, because you've been taking steps. You do it left, right, you do it again, you have a setback. You think it'll end, take a slide right. You start it again, you do it left, right, you do it again, you have a setback. You think it'll end, take a slide right. You start it again, you do it left, right, you do it again, you have a setback. You think it'll end, and then you look where you're standing and you realize the way it began. You say that it's gonna take a while, it's gonna take a while, but you say that you overcome the trial, you overcome the trial, because you've been taking steps, because you've been taking steps, because you've been taking steps, because you've been taking steps. Biddy da 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 e do do, biddy da 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 dee day, biddy da da e do do, biddy da 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 dee day, biddy da 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 e do do, da 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 dee day, biddy da 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 e do do, biddy da 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 dee day. You do it left, right, you do it again, you have a setback. You think it'll end, take a slide right. You start it again, you do left, right, you do it again, you have a setback. You think it'll end, take a slide right. You start it again, you do it left, right, you do it again, you have a setback. You think it'll end, and then you look where you're standing and you realize the way it began. Well, hello. My name is Dom Chan. This is my mini concert. That was Taken Steps. That ending bit is one of my favorite compositional ideas I've ever had, simply because where you start isn't where you end, and so the lyrics and the music all line up. And it's just one of those things where I get very excited for very nerdy and silly reasons. And so this song is called Sweet Delight. And I wrote it for my wife when we first started dating. Or at least early in our dating life. Oh, I don't think that I prepared for the day. This day that has come, that I feel this way. I don't know if I'm right, but I think you're my sweet delight. The years have gone by when I felt alone. Now what I feel seems so strange and unknown. I hope that I am right when I say you're my sweet delight. I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do. All I know for sure is that I sing to you. Just a touch of your lips, and I'm found on cloud nine. Oh, I so desire for your lips to meet mine. I don't know if I'm right when I say you're my sweet delight. I don't think that I prepared for the day, this day that has come when I feel this way. I hope that it's alright that I say you're my sweet delight. When I say you're my sweet delight, that I say you're my sweet delight. So this next song was inspired by a dragon. I think I was reading a manga. I was reading this comic. And this character was explaining that their life was once grey, but ever since they met the main character, life seems to have more colour. So is it okay if they stick around and continue to live in this life of more colour? And using that became an inspiration for this song. And someone's asked me if it was about my wife. Someone's asked me if it was about my child. And I guess in a sense it could be about any of those things. But the original seed was a dragon. Life was dull, life was grey, until the day you came my way. Now life seems to have more color. I was alone above the rest, but here with you it warms my chest. I'm happy to share my life with another. Every day I find myself smiling again and again. I hope that these wonderful days will never, ever end. Life was dull, life was grey, until the day you came my way. Now life seems to have more say, as some have said, that it was fate, but in the end it will not change the life we've had together. Every day I find myself smiling again and again. I hope that these wonderful days will never, ever end. Life was dull, life was great, until the day you came my way. Now life seems to have, life seems to have, my life seems to have more color. And so this is my final song. It's a weird thing to realize. I'm getting old. Oh, I'm getting old. Suddenly, things that I never used to care about mean so much more to me. Like the way that I'm sitting is causing my back to hurt. And now I have to reconsider my whole configuration because I'm like, oh gosh, I'm becoming an old man. This last song is a lullaby. So many of my sets end with these little lullabies. And this one is called You're My World. It was inspired by a friend's prompt back when I used to do 5-word prompt songs. And the prompt was, I think it was I was in the world. And I thought about this, and it's interesting because I've thought about, like, what is the story talking about? And, you know, primarily I've thought about it being about parenthood and how becoming a parent has made everything else not matter as much. But the other half of it is that I've kind of imagined a story about something divine coming down, or something otherly coming down to the temporal, because something in the temporal matters so much to them. When I was in the world, I dreamed of splendor. When I was in the world, I ached so deep. The world was big, the world was wide, I'd wonder. I felt the earth as it crunched beneath my feet. But when you came, my world, it grew smaller. Everything else didn't mean a thing. I thought I knew the difference it would make when you arrived, but I never knew the depth of love you'd bring. 'Cause now you're my world. 'Cause now you're my world. So now my heart is fully turns toward you to raise the guide to help you live your dream. At every moment I'm just hoping for you to realize that I love you with all of my being. 'Cause now you're my world. Yes, now you're my world. Cause now you're my world. Cause now you're my world. Yes, now you're my world. Yes, now you're my world. Yes, now you're my world. Well, thank you for joining me today. I'm Dominic Chan, and this has been my mini concert on the 28th of June 2025. If you want to support me, feel free to join my Ko-fi page, ko-fi.com/DomChanMusic. Have a great week. Have a great day. See you next time.